navigating stone. Watch him work his magic with it. There it is.
The slave knows the magic too.
The monks must have taught him.
They say you know your letters and your figures. What do you make of this? If we were north, near Greenland, at this time of the day, the sun would cast a long shadow up to here.
The sun high enough to glint through that stone would only cast a shadow up to here.
So we must be much farther south.
I am Killian of Ireland, torn from my homeland when the Vikings stole me and my sister. She's not spoken a word since the terror of that day. We were sold as slaves to Ragnar the merchant, who brought us on a trading voyage to Greenland. 9 days of a storm blew us far off course. And when it calmed, we drifted with the current 5 days.
The last of the water.
Nearly.
Give it to the girl.
Slave, give me some of that water.
What are you doing?
Thor wants a man as a sacrifice.
Not that man. He's my property.
I paid half the silver. Half this ship is mine.
But not the goods on it.
What use are these goods? The puny one that scratches on parchment. And all you let us use the girl for is stitching sails.
As a maiden, she's worth 4 tusks of ivory. And a boy who can read and write, he's worth 6 white falcons. So if you want to make your fortune on this voyage, don't sacrifice either of them.
For several days we stayed becalmed. Suddenly a wandering breeze filled our sail. So at last we had sighted land. But what land this was, no one knew. We made our way over the tops of the tide to this mysterious coast. Decided that the first person to go ashore would be me.
All right, close enough. Go closer. Get out. I can't swim. Your monks taught you to read spells out of a book, but they never taught you how to swim.
Going to run off?
No.
were tall and close, immense with their withered bark. The strange sounds of unseen creatures were mocking at me from the marshes. Were these noises coming from demons lurking in the underwood? The river had a tune all its own, different from the song of the Shannon. If my sister were with me, I'd never have to go back to that ship.
At dawn, Killian will show you where you can get us some food. Be back by ebb tide, then we can sail out through that channel and north to Greenland.
Come, Loki, now speak to Ivar here now. Ah!
A wound made by a creature like that, you have to burn it clean. I have some of the mushrooms that grow near the ice floes at home. They can make a man crazy for a while, but without them, when you sear the wound, pain will be terrible.
I was wary of anyone eating those mushrooms, for I'd seen how they could make a man fall into such a fury that he could slaughter a charging boar with his bare hands.
I saw mounds or boats over there.
How do they arm themselves?
With hooks and harpoons and stone arrowheads.
And their boats?
Made of animal skins.
You idiot. If their boats were made of animal skins, they had furs they could have traded. We could have been rich. But all you got was the worthless human blood of 9 men.
8. 1 got away.
Then he'll be back with the others to take revenge. The tide's too low for us to get out through that channel. Raise a bulwark alongside the ship. When they come, fight only if they try to board. Let's offer them some silver.
The boatman left after killing the chieftain, just as the Irish would have done.
Gunner, when you get back home, tell the assembly that Killian and the girl are no longer slaves. Give them 5 pieces of silver to make their freedom feast. One-eyed Odin will have a cup of mead waiting for me in Valhalla.
He lived well and died well. He brings honor to his family.
Don't start dividing that silver. Half this ship is mine.
But not the goods on it.
These 2 slaves belong to me.
Ragnar set them free.
They stay slaves until after the Freedom Feast and the announcement to the assembly. That is the custom.
All right, then. But since I am Ragnar's heir, I am now the captain of this ship, and all who are on it. So if anything happens to them, you answer to me for the price of 16 cows. That is the law.
"16 filthy cows."
With Ragnar dead, we're at the mercy of Ivar. Do you want to try? I think I have a way. Odin sent me a dream. He won't accept Ragnar into the afterlife without the navigating stone in the book. I'm to take these things to my master in the other world.
You're gonna throw yourself on Ragnar's funeral fire?
Myself and my sister.
You're Christians. And yet Odin speaks to you, and you obey?
Yes. I was told that the silver for my freedom feast should be yours. Go.
The stone. He's got the navigating stone. Defeat the slaves!
But the navigating stone! I'm getting it back for you! You won't find your way home again!
You need the stone, we don't! We'll follow the coast and the flight of the birds! We're better off getting rid of you, Ivar!
Stop! Wait! Oli! Helgi! You can't desert me!
We're all deserting you, Ivar!
I curse you with the curse of Thor!
Our fate's in the hands of Odin!
Slave! You're the cause of all this! The night can't hide you! I'll find you! I'll find you in this darkness and I'll kill you!
My sweet sister.
Kadi mujau pomna.
Kamada, Chibudemak Samas.
Kadamok tachek wedukema.
Debes!
Wherever you hide! I'll hunt you down!
They had their newborn baby to protect, but somehow they trusted me. After 5 days of traveling south with the parents of the newborn babe, I felt well out of Ivar's reach. These people who helped me were going inland, but I knew I should stay by the edge of the sea. I was in some far-off place, but I would not die here like some small, withered leaf. I had a plan. I'd find a place to camp, and to build myself a boat, and go back across the waters, sailing home to Ireland. And by St. Patrick's brazen bull, I'd never again be thought a slave by any man. My father was a carpenter and had taught me the different kinds of timber, the short and the yielding grain, and how to count the rings of the yew. I'd use the heartwood of oak for the boat's gunwale and oars, and fine white ash for the lattice. I've been lonely these 8 days, living here in this shelter not far from the ocean. It's Easter at home. I think always of the day when I'll sit by the hearth of my own kin, and if they ask me, spin out my sad tale, like the harpist of old. Holy Saint Bridget, bless the soul of my sister. Soft there now, little one.
Look, I don't ask you to come sit with me, but you might glance over every once in a while. I'm giving you all the best moves. Alright, well, I'm gonna do this. And then, you're gonna do this.
Gina?
Killian.
Killian et Gina?
No, my name is Killian. Come across the seas from Ireland. Oh, we found someone else. I mean, someone else has found us.
Puzzling over the situation you got me in. Thought you were going to win one, but then I realized that as a deer, you're very likely to make some very silly move. So, you move your king like that, I move my queen, I take my rook. Instead of doing what you should have done, you move your king like this, which allows me to take my queen like this. Take your knight, it's gone. Then when you move like this, I take your rook with my knight, put my queen here with my knight, and with my other rook, it's checkmate.
Bicek uktuklaji dulen. Bicek uktuklaji edlaskoju. Mode mitseo. Chirili. Chirili.
Chili. Chickadee. Chickadee. Chili. Chili. Chili.
Chili.
Chili. Chili.
Bidil. Bidil.
Bidil. Bidil.
Bidil. Meep.
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 Abrus.
Bruce.
Abrus.
A Bruce.
Ebers.
Ebers.
Austasis. Austasis.
While he was teaching me his words, he told me his name. It was long and difficult to say, but we decided I could call him Kichi.
A Bruce.
A Bruce. Muy na rin sa laksin. The treat your hand. Karaki, karaki, karaki.
Now why did he run away like that? Later that day, I saw Kichi leading a group of chanting men to where we'd walked. The boy had seen what I didn't see, the cave of a bear, for now I heard the animal's low, rasping breathing.
Agia! Agia! Ah! Ay! Ha! Ay! Ay! Agia! Agia!
The boy was sorely grieved to have no part in the hunt. Trying to help kill the bear, he had wounded one of his own. I thought these people were like us. But it seems they eat smoke like devils. It comes out of their eyes and ears and nose. Or do they have a fire burning inside them? Their king and their druid led the songs. Instead of just one court jester, they had many. In fact, they all joined together, making the bright woods sing. Before they started to feast, they honored the bear, whose flesh they were about to eat, by placing circlets of shells and feathers around its neck. And when they'd feasted, they sat listening to the music of the wind, and I saw them look up at the 7 stars that make up the Great Bear. So amongst all those dots and shapes, do they see the same forms as we do? Maybe it was in the Garden of Eden that God showed man the pictures in the sky. But were the grandfathers of these people ever in that garden? My boat would soon be ready for its mast. I had to choose a strong, slender trunk, high enough to catch a good wind. I was in a house of bent saplings covered with woven rushes. Dull with the smoke of my dream, I saw a healing woman bending over me, and beside her a girl with skin of amber bronze. Black hair she had, and a circlet of twine round her head. But looking at her, I felt all the misery of my own plain work and bad luck, as I remembered being carried into the village by a crowd of girls, and me dangling there just like that dead bear. But whereas that animal was seen as worthy of honor, I must have seemed worthy of nothing but scorn. To compound my problem, the healing woman made me sit in front of her house, where everyone could look at me.
Manigil ketuji ketsinu kaun?
Ninanid, dizelezinga?
He showed me he too had a leg wound, but I knew his was made by the arrow of the boy. Then he went into a dance that seemed to tell a story of the hunt. And I remembered, this was the man who'd killed the bear, this friendly, dancing man.
Cook. Yukasi aliga wug deepen. Katachui. Najika dungadeven.
He called out to the bear dancing man and called him Contacuk. I began to learn the words for their numbers. Though they don't have our Irish arithmetic, they can count into the hundreds just using little stones.
And Garkin?
I'm Garkin. Ulaje akazambabi. Ulaje akazambabi.
So when your king is dead, you're dead. Remember that. And this is your knight. This piece has the strangest move on the board, which is 2 hops forward, like this. 1, 2. And then it looks to the side and makes 1 to the side. Well, that's a knight.
So, you made me a chessboard, did you? Ah, you want to play?
We can alert naga una niera. Nergak una yera luquio.
We woke in the early dawn, and the ground beneath us was panting with war shouts.
Only one.
It was the dancing man, Cook. The village was empty of men who'd gone off after the enemy. A sorry man am I who could be of no help to those who'd helped me. I knew I'd best go back to my own encampment. My leg began to heal, and I went back to work on my boat. Then one morning, a few days later,
Messi ali kikima bihim. Tag mi aga gim ksbihim. Messi ni looking.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean I didn't mean to be spying on you. You know, I thought maybe I could help you get eggs. Eggs. Yeah, I know you took to the island. Maybe I thought I could do that for you. And collected them there before. I know them. I'll go get this one for it. I know, it's a lot of water, isn't it? You just wait here.
My feet were cut up a bit from the sharp rocks, but she never saw I couldn't swim. The medicine woman had sent me some leaves in case my snake bite festered. I wanted to give her a gift, but what did I have to give?
Kapechip.
Krdamak. Wheel on you, though.
This? All right. Good.
Chip Tolan Wo, and a Kizi, Wallen Kewahin.
Willy one. Elgi Merlait Hosik. Elgi Merlait Hosik.
Kichi, Shkpi.
Dama Clemson.
The chief showed us all that the people didn't need a weather vane to know the way of the blowing of the wind. But he seemed well pleased with the gift. Indeed, he took it as his own. Then he said he would present me with some of the precious corn seed that their enemy had tried to steal. It was a gift that the great spirit of the Southwest had given them. Tomorrow they would give me the grains, and they would send a woman to plant them. And that woman would be her.
Wogiskurd.
Wogiskurd.
Squirologuio.
You want to play?
Amgagen.
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 Lione Amgagen.
Lione Amgagen.
Cynred queses Keswicus.
She let me know that she wanted me to sit on the side where she had drawn a snake, which she said was the animal brother who had marked me. Then she pointed to the other side, where she had drawn a turtle. So that must have been her name. Turtle. Brother taught her well, and though I didn't quite play my best, she beat me 3-2. These people do indeed excel at gaming. Surely her father's right. One like me should never even be looking at the girl. But I still had the great goodwill of Kichi. He was keen on knowing all about how I was building my boat, and all the while I kept listening to his words. Without his knowing it, the boy was a fine teacher, and after a month or so I learned his language fairly well. When I was finishing the hull of my boat, I saw I'd need some caulking to fill in the seams.
Pelini duogasik ta chwichi wapit. Ta chwich na iwa duis mood nagagehizikik benavsko. Nagagizikit bugwi buz.
Quenon mesigiwg apid.
Apid klikwag mal bagwil wejiwele new keid. Mesig went to halogilap spawalare pilijo.
El Pegiad skidab ni rueje sig de mosoagon.
Pictogli quidji.
Nisbug epigieli gasu dili. Emily Pegiag samaguan frispogunia on de guidikin hagania. Beskizi wan skino sizu, pedegalo yosque sizu. Ni rueji muje begdeg sig de mosoagon. Koso de munyo danjio ho. Joma tachvi hin damiud kejiji yuon.
Moderni tuiwid moend kilela bliven.
George Sulakio. Nidet tuhu.
Aha. Nidet. A few days later, as Chronicle and I were walking into the village, he saw the traders from the north had come. They said that a little girl walking on the beach suddenly saw an island with a tall tree in the middle floating to shore. The island had bears moving around on it. And when it landed, the bears turned into men with yellow hair growing on their faces. These bearmen were camped 5 days away over the water, the same distance I'd come with the parents of the newborn babe. When the people approached, the bearmen traded them red cloth. The chief announced that they would start off tomorrow so that they too could have this fine red cloth. And since the chief thought these bearmen must be my people, they would return me to them. and sorely to be back in Ireland. So I hope they are Norse merchants who can take me back with them. But if they are Vikings who go strictly by the law, they will see me as a slave.
Kiji mocht bies whisky do bieg naga mocht abajiaun.
Mara na Gigi awi, Quenig. Maga mara na Gigi do and Jibidugade Mojapokuk.
Meskodek diun psu kejiji duun.
Kidam. Mare.
Baguni.
Gchit pak penops.
Gag messi gizi boskunmen.
Eliod skidub nuik na magan ag chikigitub.
When?
Eliod skidub kasini pahad. No sus saison.
Uchud punaps?
Aha.
Mezi.
Tachwe napind wajisquat wezi wahad.
Anjizama gwenuk bichuda. Yo naga maknami aon gizus. Yud penops. Quiju kemkun. Wajich nimiu. Gedi Rizoa had Tachwe.
As we travelled north along the coast, Chronicle told me their names for the places we passed. The words were like pictures. One place was called Far Off Among the Waves, or in their tongue, Nantucket. And then we passed Place of the Long Sandbar, Kennebunk. He explained that on this coast they called themselves the people of the first light, because they live on the land that greets the dawn. After 5 days' travel, we came to the place where the Vikings had set up an encampment.
El kilsis ilits moose, nagamade widatski alpaca.
Ionet bull kede wijiamo cow wijikizi ati dechamo.
Kegwideli elu kenid.
Tedli gel giniega max.
Max? Joesis? Moda pichikti wawiwa?
Chego cow. Chego cow, quenig.
Quenu ma tri wawiwa blocks.
Chego cow.
Quene gyud akumeno Marx. Stechwentiwo.
Si de we nyakli wani Marx wa?
Kedamo. Cows need lokadidi. E wakahadid Marx. Apid kulewao cheese.
Yeah, cheese.
Mime.
Mati huni ni mime.
Sure. Gweneg.
Ma depsa nu tiwi eg mis nonia nu.
Gweneg ma klidazakto mi ad alapio.
Nemi doen el lagomen. Lukman whisky dab. Komanje a wijim. Kedamo. Iwi kwalago kniknil. Slave. Slave? Ti halapio skidub chained. Let gelbi dekwad wajisquat. Gizimoja park. Kwenog mali go bedeo pitinu. Messis gun, skalak, papapil.
Apub, wajiwi, kizitozid iron.
Iron?
Keg wijiwi tamutid lameo skitkami. Naga klugmitai dunia, naga take dunia, naga apshkli dunia. Awakatid skud.
Nego mauki da. Gumu a melkunia. Chain. Weji ko belkunia. Nego mauki da. Gumu ao. Biluikan tahalo kelon.
Hawkum.
Squalings.
They have furs to trade.
Put that sword back. Coming to trade. Coming to trade. Stand ready.
Afraid of a penned-in bull? What cowards these Skraelings are.
Don't touch him. I'll touch you. He's dead. Move back. Get out. We saw what's on today. Watch out. We saw what's on today. Get out of this camp.
He didn't want the weapons. All he wanted was the red cloak.
We could have traded it for all those furs, you brainless idiot.
Now's no time to damn him. We'll need Ivar when they come back to fight.
They won't have a chance to fight. I have a plan. You saw how they were afraid of the bull? We'll clear a path and prod the bull and let him run them down.
Ah! Kissa lagundiang! Kissa lagundiang! Kissa lagundiang! Kissa lagundiang! Kissa lagundiang!
Medjbog Monakikog Yuxkitabi Nabisqualenomen, Matadak Wagan Scaruan, Gijiduk, Donujguni Zip Gugude.
Kagd punal kunu, Mokengus Kidabayid, Kinakula kunu, Takaloda, Evisijul, Kunak Mizamida, Evis, Havagdasan.
Name Sik Tak Buanji, name a good kill. Name Sotagwa Megagol Homalin. Masinapahad when whiskey dog Kontakuku. Rerne Jijido and Alidapu Kontakuk. Make Herkulid Wakat with Oreo. Angel Suzel Dia. You quite Kajidunia, Ali Mu in the whiskey. Dabi the Hazo Didi, Klagauluag. Sumusewi, Sesmuwa.
When Watiku learned that the Vikings had a plan to trick them with the bull, he decided to draw up a plan. He told his men to pretend to be frightened of the bull, and as if they were running away, draw the Vikings into a trap.
Keeping up to pig! Keeping up to pig! Montesinos Sotaki! Bolotskoid Hadid!
To bring shame on your families! Where is your honor? Defend the land which is to belong to our sons! I will do battle if you won't. Let me show you how to fight!
Montesinos Sotaki!
You were too stupid to see how they could trick us.
Don't blame Ivar. It was not our fate.
Not our fate!
No!
I was a fool to take you into my camp. I should have left you wandering around in the wilderness when you were abandoned by those others. Get out!
I'm with Hartwell.
Die!
Come here!
Die!
Here! Other men of this! No! Come on! And you could have stopped it!
Wake suag helmi pauhadiji.
Tagak na pasawuk.
Read you gum. Joe.
Killian, I'm off to the land of the ancestors.
Our God tells us that after death, one goes up to heaven, in the sky.
Did you ever see anybody go up into the sky?
Did you ever see anyone go into the land of the ancestors?
Those who die in your homeland go up into the sky. Those who die here go to the land of the ancestors.
I heard in my dream a language of the heart, and Chronicle spoke it. It now seems I understand their speech almost as well as mine. And when I next hear their words and write them down, it'll be as if they truly speak in my own tongue. This is what the dream wisdom taught me.
Come swim with me.
Where'd you come from?
Around the river bend.
That's a long way.
My father can swim across the whole river underwater. So will I someday. He wants to see you. Let's swim over to him. He's in the next cove.
No.
Come on.
No. I can't swim.
I thought your land was an island.
The Irish build good boats. We don't need to know how to swim.
Are you formed like us?
Yes.
Are you gonna mate with my sister?
Oh.
Do you want to?
No. I mean, yes. But no.
You're too old to mate.
No.
Then why not?
I'm going home.
You'll mate there?
Yes. Or I'll marry a free woman.
What's that?
Someone who's not a slave.
What does that mean?
Slave. It's what the Vikings tried to make me.
It's, something like what you call a captive.
Turtle's not a captive.
No, I know.
I will mate soon.
You?
In 3 summers.
So? Isn't she already mated?
Who?
Your sister.
She was 2 summers ago, but he made her no children, so he went back to his own people.
Kichi told me you need more skins to finish your boat.
I do. Thank you.
When we make a boat, we soak the bark in water, which we heat with fire. So it's the spirit of water and the spirit of fire that help us. What spirits help you make your boat?
I don't think I'm helped by a spirit. My father used to build boats, so I used to watch and help him. One of the things you do is bend the branches over the frame.
Ah, then it's the tree spirit.
There's no such thing as a tree spirit or a fire spirit.
Feel this stone. It's cold, isn't it?
Yes.
Feel that. It's hot, isn't it?
Yes.
You see? The spirit of fire lives in that stone.
Thank you. Yes, good. What is?
Smoked fish. I made it with the help of the fire spirit.
Sure you did. I've got to tell you, I feel like such a dumb stone. My parents don't know I'm alive. They don't know my sister's dead. I want to go home. I need to go home. But the heart inside me is wanting to leap into her heart.
With the next full moon, your corn will be ready to harvest. It grows well here. I will plant again in this spot after you are gone. Hear the wind?
Yes.
It's the voice of the trees talking to the Great Spirit.
Our prophets, our great teachers said the same thing.
And when the trees bend like that, it's the hand of the Great Spirit combing the hair of his children. Do your prophets tell you that?
I don't remember anymore.
I've learned all the medicines that were put on the earth to grow. But I did not find the one that makes you want to turn to me.
Yes, you did.
I told you once that I would explain to you what it means to be a slave. You're caught and bound and dragged through the village for everyone to see. I have to go back and show them that I'm not bound anymore.
I did not lead your heart away.
You did. Don't think I don't want to touch you.
Your voice is hard, but your eyes are soft.
Going home.
Yes.
Yes.
This was the first time I held a woman beside me. Long ago in ancient Ireland, the queen would choose her lover and take him to her. Perhaps here, all women, in matters of love, are like queens.
You say the bear men think we are cowards. Take the wampum belt before me. You must go home and tell them what it says. That they cannot come here and ask us to feast and to trade, and then put a spear in the heart. Tell them we are the people on the other shore, and we are not cowards.
I want to do what you ask, but they won't listen to me. There's so many of them, and the land is so vast.
We have healed you and fed you. You will do this thing for us.
Yes.
Why do you always come like a fish?
Come see me kill one of the ducks. They're really close. It's the other side of the island.
No. I don't want to go watch you kill a duck.
Even if you can't swim, the water's so shallow you could hear the clams singing.
Oh, yeah? And what are they saying?
They drag them into the water and drown it!
You may be able to swim, but after I break your legs, you're not going to be able to walk.
I harvested your crop and roasted it to make traveling corn.
Thank you. This is my chronicle. These are words. They're like the pictures you make.
Everyone can understand pictures. Why would anyone make mystery signs?
They can say more things.
Only if you can understand them.
Many can understand them. When I go home, I'll go about and read these words in the halls of chieftains.
This is from Little Deer. He's too timid to give it to you himself.
Little Deer? Who's Little Deer?
Kichi. He made you an amulet.
He carved a deer on it like his own.
That's because everyone has two names. One is an ordinary name, like Kichi. The other is the name of your own guardian spirit.
So when I said my name that first time, and the deer was by my side,
you showed him you were his guardian spirit. He has already left for autumn camp with some of the others. He did not want to say goodbye to you. But soon he will learn he is connected to you in two ways. You are his guardian spirit, and he will be uncle to your child, so...
My child?
If it's a boy, he'll teach him to hunt.
But how do you know?
The moon tells me.
She had made the turtle into a sad-faced moon, and our chessboard into my sailing ship going home. What I had said to her last night was not really true. Words do not always tell more than pictures.
Killian. Thank you for the seed of the child. With children, we grow stronger.
Thank you for providing for the child.
The child will be part of the people. He will be hungry when we are hungry, and have food when we have food. And when we take a captive that pleases Turtle, she will have a mate.
You mate your captives to your own people.
In your land, they don't do that.
No. They don't take them into their families.
Don't they need them to hunt for food?
No. They're for one master, to be used for labor. Or for lust. One of the reasons of going back is to show them that I'm no longer that kind of captive.
Why did the Bearman's woman take up the weapon and get ready to fight?
She wanted the land for the child that she was carrying. She wanted the land to belong to him. I know you don't understand it. They won't understand your way either.
But you will tell them.
I'll try.
Take this. It was made by Kontakuk.
Thank you.
Follow the star path carefully.
For your chronicle, to keep it dry, so you can read it to chieftains.
Thank you. Made this for you. I thought you left yesterday with the first group.
I'm coming with you.
No, you're not. The trip's too dangerous.
I paddle fast and I'm very strong.
I know. I'd like to take a strong boy like you, but I didn't prepare enough supplies.
I brought my traveling corn, and I can kill us some ducks.
I cannot take you.
Yes, you can.
Look, I don't want you with me. Now, why'd you do that? Throw your amulet away.
I'll be able to find it again if I want to. Will you ever come back?
The Irish build good boats. We're bound to see one of us again on these shores one day. Now, come on. You know, among my people, that is a sign that I think you would be a brave man. But a man who always understands the consequences of his bravery. A man of true heart.
A man of true heart.
Yes. I'll go follow the others.
So, you've built a boat.
That I have.
And you've built it with my axe.
That I did.
And you think you'll sail it with the help of the navigating stone.
That I will.
No, you won't. Because I'll sail back with it. In your boat. Now, where is the stone? Where is it? Give it to me.
All right.
won't do you any good, you know. You don't have the magic to read it.
But you're gonna tell me the words.
No! There's no N-words!
Is it a touch?
A touch?
Yes. And it can't be taught.
Then I'll take you with me. You'll help me navigate. We'll leave at dawn, at the start of the ebb tide.
All right. You can sleep here if you want to.
And have you try to kill me while I sleep? I'll be watching you. All right.
I'll sail north along the coast to Greenland, on to Iceland, and then to Ireland. And when I get home, I tell them all about the people here. That for them, a child does not belong to one man and his mate, but to all a tribe. And that, unlike the Vikings or the Irish, here one family can't own the land because it belongs to everyone. I'll tell them how in this land they, too, set great store on passing down the old tales, and how here, the earth lets us know that it remembers the evil men do.
Whatever happens to me, happens to him.
Unbind the boy.
Cut my throat while I sleep.
I'll get you home. I swear I will only return the boy to his people.
I need the boy to stay alive. Those Skraelings won't miss him.
Let him go. And I'll do whatever you want.
You'll do whatever I want anyway. Get over to the steering oar. When we get there, you get there.
Ivar, wake up. You know that my god is a god of the stars. His birth was announced by the largest star that man had ever seen.
I know.
See how tonight so many of them have fallen?
Yes.
Tonight is the night of the shooting stars. The night of St. Lawrence, when the stars make special signs to Christians. And through the stars, the holy saint has told me to teach you the secret of the navigating stone.
Show me.
I can't do it at night.
Then why did you wake me?
So you could see how my God is making signs to me tonight. I'll show you tomorrow. So you hold it up, and you move it around and around. It'll reveal to you the invisible sun. Let me try. It's not working. My God must need a human sacrifice.
You Christian hypocrites. You damn my god Thor for wanting human blood, and yet your god asks for the same thing.
Use me as a sacrifice.
I need you to navigate.
No, you must make the sacrifice in the proper way. Cut the rope from his hands and feet so you can scratch the sign of the cross at his wrists and ankles. Careful with your knife. My God wants all the blood. If you draw any, the sacrifice will be worthless.
Swim to the break in the clouds. The land's beneath it.
I don't want to have to kill you. I've been a slave too. Not a reading slave, but a galley slave. Chained to the boat! But I escaped and fought my way to a fortune of silver and bought half that boat that Gunnar stole from me! I'll get that boat back. And then we can be merchants together. We'll fill the ship with swords and barrels of ale. We'll sail back here and trade for furs and slaves and skins. No! That wooden spear has no chance against my iron sword. I know. Turn the boat, you fool, or you'll kill us both.
That I will.
And I'm free to do that if I want to. No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
How did you get from that rock out there all the way back here to shore if you can't swim?
Was that why he didn't listen to me? He stayed by the boat. Because he thought I couldn't swim.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I practiced.
Wait here.
Look!
It's the box.
No. Here. Isn't this the same kind of stone as your navigating stone?
Yes, it is.
Well, if you want, you can build a new boat and use this to find your way. Why'd you do that?
I'll be able to find it again. If I want to. Now come on. Let's go find your sister.
I'll bet we could swim home from here.
I'll bet we could. But we're going by land.